Music producers, it's Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com, and today I have 11 different things that you should be doing as you await either your first beat sales or more consistent beat sales. You shouldn't be sitting around twiddling your fingers, my friends. Let's talk about it. Music producers, many of you are just getting started in the beat selling game. You've been out here selling your beats online, or maybe you're trying to get your first sale. Either way, you've been telling everybody that's even mentioned the word beats online that you got a beat store. You've been telling your friends to share your link. You've been doing everything, or at least you feel like you've been doing everything to get your beat sales. Now, I made a video a few months back talking about the reasons why your beats aren't selling, but I haven't made a video that breaks down what you should be doing in the meanwhile as you await more consistent sales. Because selling beats is not the only way that music producers generate income nowadays. So that being said, we're not gonna waste any time. Let's get into those 11 different tasks that you could be doing right now. Task number 1, you should be growing your audience, and growing your audience by any means necessary. Now, obviously, this is something that most producers are gonna think, well, I need to get in touch with more rappers. Yes and no. Rappers are going to be your primary customer when it comes to your beats. But what happens when you decide, hey, I wanna sell drum kits, I wanna sell sound kits? Who then do you need to attract? You guys saw it with me when I started making these YouTube videos. I started to grow an audience based around my expertise, based around my knowledge. So I think the first thing you should be doing is trying to grow your audience by any means, by any craft that you have that you're skilled at. Task number 2, become a problem solver and serve the underserved. The issue that a lot of producers come in contact with, and really just any small business, is that they come into the market thinking, what do I need? What do I need? How can I solve my own issues? Okay, my issue is income. I need to have something that people are gonna wanna buy. I think there's a disconnect between that question, because most times when you're thinking about what people will buy, you're judging it based upon what you've already seen in the market. And what you bring to the market may be completely unique and completely different. You have to master the skill of being a problem solver. Problem solvers get paid. Problem solvers are the people that people call in, and when they have an issue or they have a question, they go hitting them up. And please believe people are hitting me up on a regular basis and trying to pay money to the point where I got to turn down money because I just don't have the time. But that's the thing about it. You have an abundance of time because you are awaiting those first sales. You must stay active. One way to stay active, start solving problems out there. Figure out products, figure out services that you can offer that nobody else is offering. When I started doing music producer consultations, specifically for music producers, there weren't a whole lot of people out here doing that kind of coaching. Task number 3, build up a solid relationship with your email list. Now, you may have been getting tons of emails even though you're not getting a whole lot of sales. Maybe you got 20 emails. That's 20 different opportunities, not just for a sale, but to build a lifelong consumer, a lifelong customer. The thing about it is you don't always have to be here trying to get a direct sale from everybody that you come in contact with. That is not the only goal. Your goal should be to try to build up a relationship in which you're giving more than that person is actually giving to you. And giving more doesn't mean giving them more free beats. It's not the only thing that you have of value to give them. You have information. So it's important that you keep a good, solid relationship between your email list. How do you do that? Hit them up every once in a while and give them information. Give them something that maybe they didn't know. Like, for instance, this last week they've been talking about Spotify ads and how you can pay for ads to get your music basically more visibility on Spotify. I think that's good information to share. Number 4 task, follow your favorite music producers and your favorite entrepreneurs. The more you consume the information of producers and entrepreneurs, it's not so much about getting just the information that you want. If you consume this on a regular basis, it starts to become a part of how you speak. It becomes a part of your language. It becomes a part of your habitual attitude. So I think that it's very wise for you to follow these producers, not to hog their attention and not to harass them, but really to study and just absorb what they're giving you. Many times they're giving you keys to the game, but most times producers are not looking for the actual keys. They're looking for their particular answer to their question, thinking that's gonna solve everything. And this person is giving you gems that are gonna save you years and years of trial and error. Number 5 task, consume any literature or any articles or any books that have anything to do with advertising and marketing. That is going to be one of your main focuses as you try to get people over to your beat. Having the skill set to know how to strategize your marketing efforts is probably one of the most important skills that you're going to want to have. Just because you're a music producer and you make trap beats does not mean that you don't need to have a high business IQ, especially because you're trying to sell to people. There's many different websites out here that give you so much free information. All you got to do is just go out there searching for it. Number 6 task. Study human psychology and the art of selling. Now, specifically something to study, there is a course by Tony Robbins that deals with NLP. Your body language is 97% of the communication that we are exchanging with each other. So it's very important that you understand the reasons why people buy. When you're talking to a rapper and you're trying to figure out, is he really gonna buy from me? Where's his worries at? Where's his concerns at? How can I basically serve those focuses? You need to understand, first of all, what you're looking at. Most people out here are buying for 2 reasons. 1, for extreme pleasure, or to avoid extreme pain. Task number 7, document your journey and your process. I can't stress this enough. I know it may not seem so pretty right now compared to the dream that you have of your dream studio, but I wish I would have took more video of the first studio that I ever had. I wish I would have took more footage of my process. I wish I would have talked more to the camera so that producers now who are like, man, Curtis, like, your mindset is crazy. Your brain, the way you think is crazy. It hasn't always been like that. In the very beginning, I was very raw talent. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Even when you think about your favorite entrepreneurs, it will be very interesting to hear them talking when they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. That should give you inspiration to know, yo, there's still room for me to grow. I'm trying to do everything I can the same way they were trying to do everything they can, and they still didn't have the answers. Especially if you expect to be successful. Like, if you don't expect to be successful, just mark this one off the list. But if you plan on being ultra successful, documenting everything is going to give you pretty much a paper trail that shows where you came from and where you're going. You're growing an audience that feels like they're growing as you are progressing. So document it. Task number 8, don't forget to keep creating new beats. Keep creating new beats because that is your real estate. Every time you export a beat, that is more opportunity for you to get more leases. That is more opportunity for you to sell exclusives. That's just more opportunity in general. This is what you do. I know that you're probably looking at the other things on the list thinking, oh, I get it, Curtis. I'm supposed to be like a content king. I'm supposed to be like a social media influencer, but that is not your main focus. That is not the foundation of your business. Your beats are the foundation of your business. So make sure that you zero in on the most important asset to this whole thing. Like, look, there is no Curtis King Beats empire without the production, without the beats. That's why I continue to share with you as I progress in other business ventures. But no matter what, those beats have got to keep coming. When somebody comes to your page and they see, oh, this person has really been putting in work. You know what? I trust my money with them because look how hard they're working. Look how much work they're putting into the actual market. You know what? I trust this person more than somebody that got 10 or 12 beats, even if they're more fire than this. Because to me, this seems like somebody that's a veteran and probably is going to have great customer service. Task number 9, focus your efforts on one social media first. That doesn't mean don't use the other social medias. So if your favorite social media, not even your favorite social media, but the social media that you are getting the most engagement, the one that comes easiest for you to build an audience, focus your efforts there. I'm not saying ignore all the other ones. All I'm saying is focus most of your efforts there. It's very easy to get caught in a trap that a lot of producers get caught in which they want to just basically send the same information to every single network and no network feels special. If I have all these different networks, why would I follow you on Twitter if I can get the same information on Instagram? Those minor details between the length of the videos are not that important to anybody except for us. So if you're going to focus in on one social media, my thing is study everything that you can. When I wanted to go kill it at Twitter, I bought a book called The Tao of Twitter because I wanted to study it from the perspective of somebody who said, look, my only focus in this book is just Twitter. So here, let me give you information that is going to help you become successful there. And what you're going to learn by focusing on one social media is that there's going to be certain skills that you learn from spending so much time just with one that you're going to be able to translate to other social medias eventually. And don't get it twisted, YouTube is also a social media. Just because it's a video focused platform does not mean it's not another form of social media. So focus in, find one social media and murder it. Task number 10. Track your stats. Your stats are gonna tell you everything you need to do in the future. As you're progressing along, you wanna make sure that you're looking at how many beat plays certain beats are getting. You wanna make sure you know, okay, this is what people are gravitating towards. Even if you only have 5 beat sales, you have enough information to look and say, there's a bit of a trend here. Say you put up 10 beats and 4 of them were trap beats, 5 of them were R&B beats, and 1 of them happened to be just a pop beat. But that pop beat is selling like crazy. That says either a lot about that one particular beat, and say that one pop beat is getting a lot of plays. That says a lot either about that one particular beat or that genre when it comes to your style of making music. Study those stats. Those stats are going to give you clues into where you should move your business next. And number 11 is gonna be something on this list that you're not gonna hear many producers speak on, especially not on YouTube. But that's why you come to Curtis King. Learn all you can about affiliate marketing. This is something that's kind of new to your man's Curtis King, not something I didn't know what it was. So to simplify affiliate marketing so that it's really easy to understand, here's a way to look at it. Most companies, especially like plug-in companies, VST companies, they have an affiliate program that you can sign up to. Now, what happens when you sign up? You are basically given a unique link that you send your customers, your audience. This is why I started off this list with grow your audience. Grow your audience, and what's gonna happen is that your audience builds a trust with you. They start to feel like, look, whatever this person suggests, I'm going to go too because I trust your word. I know you're not going to send me to no bull. I've had many different VST programs, even like different websites reach out to me and say, look, we want your audience to be a part of what we're building. Here's what we do. I go study it. If I believe in that company, that's a major thing. I don't just take affiliate marketing from anybody. I gotta believe in that company. If I believe in that company and I see what they're working with, then I say, you know what? I think that my audience can gain something from being a part of your particular business. So the way that I do that, I talk about it within a video to my audience, just like I'm talking to you guys right now. I talk to my audience and I let them know, look, I suggest that you go over there, and it's almost like me giving an endorsement. I get a percentage every time somebody goes and they actually use my particular link to go get that said program, VST, or to go use that said website. But that's the thing about it. That's why you must center your focus on building up your audience. If you're not getting sales, don't worry about it. It's not the only way for a music producer to generate income. There's tons of ways for you to generate income, and maybe that's a whole nother video, but today, these are 11 tasks that you could be doing while you're sitting there twiddling your fingers and waiting for that first beat sale to come in. You could be still getting some passive income coming in. Don't sleep on that last one. Study everything that you can about affiliate marketing. Once again, this is Curtis King, CurtisKingBeats.com. Peace. Please subscribe to the channel below, Curtis King, CurtisKingBeats.com.